right, welcome back, viewers who will be viewing here are fans of the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures and the Western Cougars. I'm Kenny Andres, back here to commentate this game here between the two sides competing on the home side Vultures and the visiting Cougars. Joined with me again is Ravens legend, Tim Bobothy Cottis.
Pleasure.
Bobothy this time around. We're not too far from kickoff now, so I'm going to throw to a quick interview. I had a chance to speak to Vultures head coach, Paul Holgate, and he spoke about their return to the Gridiron here in the Valleys area and their development so far to season. So here we go, Paul Holgate.
All right, head coach here, Paul Holgate for the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures, mate. So, you had a season out. Well, Toowoomba as a Gridiron community had a season out. Now come back, rebranded as the Vultures. How do you feel about the change and your new team coming up? Is it everything you imagined?
Yeah, it's Gridiron's really on the rise at the moment, so having it back in Toowoomba is great.
Yeah, so you've got a fair bit of inexperience, like most teams would have this early in the season, but you've still got a couple of guys in there, like JD Stoner, Alex Saunders, a few people to add some experience to your team there. How do you feel about the development of your team so far at this point of the season?
Oh, like you said, those guys being in the mix with everyone else has helped everyone to know what sort of standard we expect of people, and all the new guys have really put in, and pretty happy with the platform we've got.
Yeah, absolutely. So you had a win in the early first game of the season, a nice exciting game-winning field goal. Had a few losses as well since then. You're sitting around close to that 500 mark. How do you feel, moving forward to the sort of midpoint of the season?
Yeah, well, last week we had a bye. The week before that we had a heavy defeat against the Rhinos, even though there's some positives in the second half. But we're looking at a pretty tough game against a fairly evenly matched side. So we're quite confident that we can at least match them. And if we can start clicking, then hopefully we'll come away with a win.
Receiver Stephen Bruggeman, he's actually pretty experienced for you now. Expecting to make a few plays tonight?
No, actually Stephen's out tonight, unfortunately, but we have a good receiving call with us. We've got Dale Chip Stewart, and he's a bit of a star on our field, so hopefully we can get him the ball. And got some good guys around the ball.
Absolutely. And how big is it to have a coach like Steve Box add experience to you?
Oh, it's just unbelievable. Just a dream come true. No, he was coming to Toowoomba to get us where we need to be. So, he's a little bit different to the way I operate, a little bit more hands-on, and he certainly is the brains of the outfit, so glad to have him here.
All right, Vultures head coach, Paul Holgate. Thanks for your time, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, mate.
That's right. Thanks to Paul Holgate giving us a bit of his time there in the pre-game, as well as just setting us up here at Valleys Rugby League, the home of the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures. We've got a nice little setup in the box here, and big thanks to Simon Deedy on the camera today, filming for us in this first half. So we're about to see the coin toss here as the Vultures captains and the Cougars captains are going to step up there. I think that might be JD. I think that's JD Stoner, the first captain I can see, as well as Alex Saunders there for the Toowoomba Vultures. And I think that's Adam Irwin, who I mistakenly called to be playing all last game where I was covering the Cougars, as well as I think that might be Steve Massey. I think in the number 6 I can see there. These numbers are a little difficult to see at the dark. As well as number 78, or maybe that's 79, Zara Tuiviti, as I'm struggling to see these numbers here. It could be 76 even, but there's no 76 on my roster, so I assume not. Tim Cottis, we just saw a bit of a blowout match between the Ravens and the Raptors there. This is tipped to be a little bit closer there. Some rumoring around the 25-20 sort of mark.
Yeah, it should be a good game. Good strong defenses. Offenses that can put up some points as well, but very evenly matched teams here, which is promising to be a good showdown.
And we're looking at the starting. Also, apologies to Nathaniel Anderson-Barr there. I couldn't quite get an interview there. Couldn't find him in pre-game there to have a chat about his team. But we're going to go through the starting offense of the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures there. Not calling them a former name of the Wolves. But it's starting at quarterback, we've got Jeremy Linderbold, Jacob Movat at number 23, starting at the tailback position. The wide receivers, Alex Sinclair, Jared Reese, and Dale Stewart rounding out the receiving core, with Matthew Reich being at that tight end position. The low line from left to right is Mike McHiggins, Andrew Seddon, Tyler Adams, and Michael Broden, with the right tackle being Tyler Kelly. And our starting defense.
Starting defense, we have in the secondaries here, we have cornerback Jure Johnson. We've got Sam Lewis and Dale Stewart back at the safeties, and Dom Martelli over on Martinelli. Sorry, Dom. On the other corner. Defensive front, you got Dylan Wilson, Johnny Motard, Matt Abbott, and Alex Saunders. Behind them in the backers, Craig Barnes, JD Stoner, and Brent Tucker.
Absolutely. Now we just saw the coin toss happen there. We're looking over the team sheet, so we didn't actually see who won what there, but we will soon be revealed to you as both teams retire to their pre-game chants. Vultures looking to be sending out Alex Saunders, I think, is staying on the field, so use the usual kicker. So I think the Wolves will be, check that, the Vultures will be, no, they are kicking off, in fact. They're going to their 30 with the Cougars set to return here. Back deep to return. As soon as he turns, likely to be someone like Doublestein, but I'm seeing number 10 there. Number 10, number 25 for the Cougars there. You've got Ryan Pervez, and number 25 is Leroy Luthold. Big thanks to Hog's Breath Cafe in Toowoomba, the first major sponsor of the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures, as well as New Hope building there, and the kick is going to be sent out of bounds. Sent there from kicker Alex, number 36. Is that Alex Saunders? I think that is, Jody Stoner taking some of the kicking duties, eh? So here comes that. It looks like the Cougars are going to just take the penalty there, and they're going to start their offensive drive around the... I'm waiting for the down counter to be set. We're around midfield. Tim Redshaw now taking the white hat duties for this game. Explaining his options to Adam Sunshine Irwin. Alright, and the legal procedure being happening there. And they're going to opt to re-kick here. So the option is you can take the yardage there, which puts you around midfield, or you can opt to re-kick. But that also moves the kicking team backwards there. So that's an option a lot of teams with good returners will opt to do. If they feel like they can back their return team, they'll opt for the re-kick and another chance to put some further yardage or even a touchdown on the board.
And that's it. And moving backwards here, they're already going to be getting a bit more yards than what their returners are going to do. But obviously feeling confident that the boys at the back there can perhaps take this one to the house.
Yeah, the wheels of Pervez and Leroy Luthold were on show at Bulimba 2 weeks ago. The kick is up. This one's a lot more central. A nice kick. It's going to be collected by Pervez. Pervez is going to find some block. He's going to return it up midfield, cut a little to his left. Then he's going to get taken down just outside the 20-yard line there, and the Cougars are going to set up on approximately their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, the Toowoomba team, they got up there. There's a bit of hustle in the special teams there and shutting that one down. So, I mean, in hindsight now, you'd look back going, well, should we have taken the yards? But you got to back your boys. If it went out the other way, then the coach would be a hero.
So, regardless, they didn't turn out too badly. They still start on the 23-yard line there. Some good footage there. Now, here comes Adam Sunshine Irwin back from his holiday in Thailand. He is in the backfield, which I think is Ariagata. Trips right, a single receiver out to his left there. Looking over the defense. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be an inside give to Ariagata, but he is met hard there from the Wolves defense. Number 38 on the charge by the Valley's Vultures. My apologies. 38 is Alex Saunders coming from his defensive end position.
Yeah, the defensive front got a good push there on the Ipswich O-line and were able to stump that one in the backfield, resulting in a just about a 2-yard loss. Great aggression by the boys up front there for the Vultures.
All right, here we go again. Setting up for a 2nd and 14 here for the Cougars. Irwin checking off with his trips receivers. A screen pass there. It's going to go to Pervez. Pervez is going to cut it off field. He's got some good blocks. Can he get a first down? He can wrestle his way for a first down. And a great play there from the Cougars to gain back those yards. And they earn themselves a first down.
As you can see out here on the screen, the blockers got out there. And Pervez then was able to do the rest. Once the hole was created, he was able to go through.
Here we go. First down. Cougars ball on their own 31-yard line. Adam Irwin now 1 for 1 for 12 yards. Lining up here. So a big play from the Toowoomba to start off the game, and then a retaliation by the Cougars picking up a first down. And I think there's been a change of quarterback now. Pervez has now moved to quarterback. He started a quarterback in lieu of Adam Irwin these past couple of weeks. And he's going to run it himself. He's got some wheels. He picks up a block, big number 79, and he's going to get taken down after getting a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, because you can see there, Isara Tuavidi, the big fella, going out in the front there, and just looking for someone to hit while Pervez runs right behind him.
Yeah, we saw that the successful plays that Pervez did have back in the Bulimba game against the Ravens. It was when he, in broken play, and he managed to turn some quarterback runs into some mighty fine gains. It looks like they're going to use him as a bit of a package play here and throw him in a quarterback and see what he can do with his legs time to time as we see Adam Irwin step back into quarterback. That trips formation once again. Will it be another screen? Dabblestein in motion. Goes behind the line of scrimmage. He's now moved it to a 2x2 set. Irwin gives the ball up to Arriagada. He's going to lower his shoulder, but he's met hard there at the 40-yard line before he earns another yard out of that, bringing up a 3rd and 1 upcoming.
Yeah, big 91, Dylan Wilson there. He was able to get involved in the defense again, getting a nice good push against the Ipswich or the Western O-line.
So you and I are living about 10 years in the past, mate.
We're living in the living back in the day, but still able to get at least a couple of yards off that.
Indeed. So here comes the Yellow Army on their first 3rd down conversion attempt here. This time Irwin under center. He's going to sneak it, and he might have got it. I can't quite make it from the angle I'm in, but it looks like he's fallen over the there. And it's, yeah, I'm getting the first down signal there. The Cougars have managed to convert another set, so they're going to get another fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 Cougars.
Running right behind those big guys. Keeps the drive going.
Just got down low and go'd. The note, thanks to Five Ways Hotel for contributing to the Valley's Vultures this season. Irwin in the shotgun. Arriagada in the backfield with him. Wearing the Copium Moondials. He's going to dump it over the middle. He's got Massey. Massey's going to make a man miss, and he's going to try and drive for a little bit more, but he at least has enough for the first down from what I can see.
Just over from what I can see with that as well, but nice pass. He got past his man, and the Vultures swore in there to try to get him, but I think he might have just edged enough for a first down there. Waiting on the spot of that ball, just to tell.
On comes number 65 for the Wolves, the Vultures there. That's Johnny Mutard. And that's indeed a fresh set of downs for these Cougars. They've gotten a bit of a roll this opening drive after starting with a 3-yard loss. They're really talking it over here. We'll see. So this is the first time in the Cougar season that we've really seen a solid starting offense from them. They've had a few people starting different positions. The return of Massey and Adam Irwin, big for this team so far. You can see Massey, the slot receiver here. A pass play, Irwin, he steps up, avoids the pressure. He's going to launch it deep and out of trouble. He's going to live to play another day.
He's thrown that one deep, but the pressure there was all up in his face. He did take a bit of a hit at the end of that one as well. Blitz coming around the left and took a bit of a thump, but the ball was a bit of a floater, unfortunately, and couldn't flush that one into the hands of the receiver.
So, 2nd and 10 upcoming after that incomplete pass from the Cougars. It's nice to call a much slower tempo game with a lot of these sort of no-huddle offenses being run a little more commonly in the league. But we're going to stay in the 3-by-1. However, the two receivers here of Dabblestein and Massey split a lot wider. It's going to be a deep passing concept here. Sunshine's going to have to run. He's going to dump it off, and he's going to... I think that might be a catch there for a short gain. Indeed it is. A short gain there. I think that was to Pervez.
The Vultures got a blitz around the outside here, but their running back, who was in the back there, didn't quite catch the number. Ended up taking out both of those blitzes. Bit of tripping over the feet, which definitely helped old Sunshine out there.
Here he comes again. Long to this drive, feels like maybe the 8th play of this drive. Third down, 3rd and 7. Long down here to convert. He's going to throw the flat to Pervez. Pervez has made the catch. He's still got to do some work, and I don't think he's quite made enough for the first down. We're going to be looking at a 4th down situation here. Don't think they're going to send the punting unit in here, and it'll be a bit too long of a field goal.
Yeah, he just beat his man there on a nice short out, but unfortunately, it looks like he's just shy of the first down for them. But I nope, they're giving him a pretty generous spot there. It looks like. So.
Oh, okay. Bit different angle from what we can see here. So that was a first down there for the Cougars. Looked a bit short from what I could see, but the angles are a bit off from where we're standing here in the commentary booth. So another fresh set of downs for the Cougars. As we see Adam Irwin. I think that's area guarder in the back, number 25. Sorry, Leroy Luthold even. And he's going to get taken. Yeah, it is in fact Luthold. He's going to get tackled there just behind the line of scrimmage, bringing up a long second down, 2nd and 14.
That again, that defensive line got a good push, and it was Andrew Littleball, the Winterblad, he's a little bald. He got a good push and was able to bring that one back for a loss.
And even 2-by-2 set now, spread formation. Massey and Dabblestein to the right, Pervez, and another receiver out to the left there. Luthold in the backfield. He'll stay and protect as we look at a vertical pattern here by Massey, and he might have been grabbed there. No flags are going to be thrown. Massey tried to make the one-handed grab, not quite.
Coverage very, very tight there, but he's had a bit more time that time in the pocket, which is probably the first time today that he's had a bit more time with this Vulture pass rush, which is getting right after him.
Here we are, 3rd and long upcoming. 3rd and 14, it still remains. So I see a few of the Vultures offensive players start warming up, backing their defense to pull up a couple of stops here. JD Stoner commanding the middle of that defense there for the Vultures. Irwin takes the snap, looks left, now changing to the right. He's going to have to move. He gets flushed out of the pocket. Here he goes, looking deep. He's got a man who's found himself open, and he's picked up another first down. Great work from Adam Irwin to find number 24 there for the Cougars, Josh Cooper.
Keep him busy. You can see he was calling for the ball, unaware that his quarterback had been flushed out of the pocket, but keep him busy. Keep working on the man and eventually getting a nice gain to give him first down.
And there it is. Back to live action. A 3-by-1 set coming on. Nope, yep, 3-by-1, 3 wide receivers. Massey, Pervez, Dabblestein out to the right. Pervez stacked behind Dabblestein. That would be Cooper out to the left. The give is going to be to Luthold. He's going to lower his shoulder and try to push forward for a touchdown. Cougars get on the board. No flags. Touchdown stands. Cougars strike first blood here at Toowoomba, and they lead the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures 6-0.
You can see the offensive line there opened up a massive hole for him to run straight through. So it was a good push. Good blocking by the boys up front, which resulted in a 6-pointer.
For the number 25. to get on board for the Cougars. There's apparently Janae Johnson, according to, not sure, it'll either be Janae Johnson or it'll be Leroy Luthold. So I think I copied that down wrong, so I think that might be Janae Johnson. Number 25, we'll have about 6 names by the end of this.
They can all claim fame to the touchdown.
Share it all equally. And 2-point conversion upcoming for Sunshine. He's going to throw a jump ball. And it will fall incomplete. So the score will remain 6-0 to the Western Cougars here in this Toowoomba Valley's matchup.
Just off the fingertips there. He went up for it, but unable to bring that one back. Yeah, unfortunately, as we've said before, the tip just doesn't count.
Back here we are. It's line drive, almost more of a squib kick there from number 87. It's going to be collected and downed. Once your knee is down whilst you're in possession, and a little, and he's going to get penalised for it. A bit of extracurricular activity happening there by the Cougars.
A bit of a silly play there, but unfortunate for the return man there. But a little bit of a brain fart. Play had been blown dead. He's going to get a bit of a bollocking in the ear from the coach after that, I think. So.
Indeed, so Cougars opening up the scoring now. It's the Vultures' chance to try and get one back. Haven't had a chance to see their offense yet so far. The Cougars scoring in their opening drive on a nice long 10-plus play drive.
Yeah, some promising things from the quarterback connecting on a few passes, but a lot of the moves on the ground there. A lot of the yards were gained.
So here comes Jeremy Lindeblad to try and lead his team. He goes underneath center. He's got a 2-by-1 set. Tight end on the field, and it's going to be a give to number 23. He'll be met in the backfield there. That's Mowat in the tailback position. He's been tackled hard by some Cougars. Can't quite make out the numbers.
See, he's come straight through the middle there, untouched. Just too many people. Someone's missed an assignment there for the O-line, but he was untouched coming through. So, just like the Cougars there, they start their first offensive drive with a tackle for a loss, setting them back, or we'll tackle more at the line of scrimmage. So they've actually got a yard of that. It looks like it's a 2nd and 9. Mowat stays the tailback in the backfield. Lindeblad underneath center. 2 receivers to his left. He's going to look for a pass play off a 3-step drop. He attempts to pass to number 9, Dale Stewart, but it falls off his hands. It was quite tight coverage and nice little 2-step slant coming across, but ball unfortunately just a fraction behind Dale's hands there. So be looking to hopefully on this 3rd down capitalise and get a bit more yards through that.
About 3rd and 9 here for the assignment for the Vultures. A long 3rd down to start their offensive campaign. Now moving more to an ace formation. 2 tight ends on the field. No check that a fullback. And it's going to be a give to the tailback here. They're going to try and play field position, and it's not going to come up to good. Setting up a 4th down, a 4th and 7.
Snuffed straight out there. The Ipswich or the West's D-line defensive front got quite a good push on that one, and able to to bring him down for minimal yardage.
Fourth and 7 upcoming here, a punting situation. We're seeing the Vultures send in their punting unit. And back deep to return. If he wants to remove his hands from his thing, it's Anthony Dabblestein, who's going to field this punt at the 25. He fields it cleanly. Can he pick up a block? He makes the first man move. And then he cuts up the second one, but he is tackled there right on the 30, maybe even less, for about a 4 to 5 yard return. Flags flying in late.
Yeah, number 84 there for the special teams. That's Jared Reese. He's come through. As he's trying to turn around, Jared's been able to wrap him up and bring him down to the ground. But as mentioned, we've got flags on the field here. They're coming in to discuss a couple of different options. Early indication is looking like it's against the Western Cougars.
Often block in the back, very common in punting situations while there's so many bodies. And there it is, block in the back is called by head referee Tim Redshaw. So that's going to march them back a hefty 10 yards. And the Cougars will set up shop at the 20-yard line.
Looking to see if they can put together another drive like the last one where they were able to march down over about 70 yards, I think, from memory, and both through the air and through the ground, looking to stream that together. Vultures, however, they've got quite a good push at the front. Just looking to maybe reduce some of those big plays.
That's right. Yeah, there was a couple of passes. Pervez was very active on that last drive, and obviously many carries to Johnston. We'll give credit to the number 25 jersey as for now. And this first down carry is going to go to Johnston, and he's going to get stuffed there. The tackle over the top being number 36, J.D. Stoner, the linebacker, originating in Toowoomba and then coming to the Ravens for a couple of seasons, now back home in Toowoomba, making the big tackle over the top there.
Yeah, D-line again, another good push. To bring it back to life, it might have even lost a couple of inches on that too. So this front four and even the linebackers front eight, very solid push right now.
So Cougars here, 2nd and 10. I see a lot of receivers lining up to the right here. We've got Pervez, Massey, Dabblestein, trip set to the right. I can assume that's Josh Cooper out to the left on his own. A new running back in. So a few players adjust their helmets. Sunshine looks, he's going to dump it to Pervez. Pervez is going to turn upfield once more in the exact same location he caught the first screen pass. And few hits coming left, right and centre. No flags will be thrown. See a lot of yellow on the field, but most of them have numbers with it.
I think Pervez will have to thank Anthony Dabblestein there. He picked up a good block on the corner to get him the extra yards. Otherwise, he would have been smacked down about 5 yards short. So got to thank your blockers there, but nice catch, nice gain. And
that's what you really need in those sort of outside screen games. They're not going to work unless you've got receivers willing to make those blocks to get your plays downfield.
That is exactly right. And indicate here for a good gain of about, 10 yards, 11 yards.
Now for a first down. So first down and 10 for the Cougars. Now the formation's been flipped. With Cooper here, the near side receiver, and the original trio out to your left. It's going to be a pass play, and they're using the same play, but out to the left. The pass is a little in front of Pervez this time, and that's going to fall incomplete, setting up a 2nd and 10.
I thought Chris Barnes, the linebacker there, might have been able to pick that one off. Good position. Even if he had caught it, I think he would have been able to bring him straight down, but yeah, just a little off with the pass.
It's the 3rd time they've run that play here, and it's early in the game so far. It's around that 4th or 5th time we might see one of those fake screens come off. We'll see these blocking receivers start to jump downfield, and we'll see if a pump fake will get the safeties to bite, and if he can hit one of these receivers a little further downfield.
There'll be a lot of green in front of them after that.
All right, 3-by-1 set. The same formation they've run this screen out of 3 times so far. Sunshine takes it. He's going to drop back. It's a vertical formation. Sunshine's going to have to run. He's going to have to take it himself. Is he past the line of scrimmage? I think he might have been. It falls incomplete. Flag. It might be for a late hit. We'll see if he's in front of the line of scrimmage. To me, it does appear that he threw it in front. We'll sort of say in front of the line of scrimmage, or he'd passed the line of scrimmage, which therefore makes it an illegal forward pass. We'll try to take a look on camera here.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's probably about a yard and a bit over from the throw. Referee
I don't know.
Referee was in a good position to make the call, and that's where he's thrown the flag in the area.
And he's calling that. I think that might have been actually an illegal man downfield. I'm not sure. Defensive coordinator Steve Box is clapping it up. He doesn't seem too upset with the call, so we'll see how this ultimately affects it. Regardless, yep. So it will be a penalty over the Cougars, and that will move them back 5 yards. And that'll set up for a 3rd and 15. Third and 15 now. The assignment set up for the Cougars. Adam Irwin in the backfield. He's got Massey. Assume that's Dabblestein out here. Cooper out to the left. Snap's good. He's looking to his left. He's going to deliver early. He had Pervez in the seam, but it goes off the hands. Pervez in great position, but unfortunately just has to reach that a little bit too far.
Found the hole in the zone defense there for him. So just a little too high for him to come down. He was stretched up for it. He was trying to pick those apples, but unfortunately that's the one that got away.
Between the Ravens and now the Vultures, we've seen a lot of cover 2 happening between these two teams, splitting those safeties across the deep parts of the field. And you really have to be on time and deliver those passes into the seams nice and quickly. The real aim of that cover 2. We're starting to see a fair crowd moving up here to the top of the clubhouse, and I assume that's got something to do with the freezing cold breeze outside. And the rain starting to come down probably has something to do with it too. We might see some of this running game start to extend a little bit more as it's collected there, number 9. I think that's Dale Stewart. He's got a block. He's going to try and race to the outside now. It's 1-on-1 with Dabblestein. Dabblestein's going to break it down and make the tackle around the 43-yard line, but nonetheless, a great return there by number 9, Dale Stewart.
Yeah, as you can see, he was able to shrug off one defender there, and took it. He took his chances. He was like, I'm going to truck over him, but a good return. It looked a bit sketchy at the start with the ball rolling around on the ground, but good return by Dale Stewart, giving the Vultures a good field position. But there is another flag down there on the field.
What do you reckon for this one? I'm going to put my money on another block in the back.
I'm having a feeling there was a little bit of extracurricular push and shove, but as you mentioned, common penalty in these situations on the return. Tea party still going on out there.
Very Bostonian.
Keeping it classy.
And we're waiting for this final call to be made by head referee Tim Redshaw. Yeah, it turns out it was a false start on the defense.
I was going to say, interesting call.
And I think that's a clipping penalty. Ultimately, it looks like it is
Giving
on the Cougars.
Giving the Vultures some good field position to start this drive.
Regardless, the Vultures are pretty happy with how this turns out. And now the Vultures are going to have a very short field to try and score from. Looks like they're being set up on the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 Vultures inside the red zone now. Play getting whistled in. Mowat in the backfield. Lindeblad under center. 47 now starting at fullback as well. Escalante Niskin as they give it to that man.
Nice little fullback dive there, but picking up.
Oh no, it was actually the running back.
Picking up about 3 to 4 yards. It's tough running in the middle there. There's a lot of big bodies on that Western Cougars front.
And I don't know if someone's operating the clock there. If they are, I can't pick out who's doing it. But the score is 6-0 currently at the end of this quarter as we look at the players taking a jog down the other side of the field. So big props to whoever's doing that for us. Appreciate it.
Giving them
Yep,
60 minutes.
And we're going to take a quick break as the players will as well.
DD represent. Huh? I said Darling Downs represent, bitches. Play got all the way down here. I'm like half on your seat. Hey? Back in my days. Yeah, I got a couple of those. Long time ago. Mine went spray jacket, so the old school. We got a good start to the second quarter, isn't it? It's really good. 20-yard line. Ski. Who was it and finished it then? It was touchdown. Big start, second hot quarter. That's my missus. Good on you, babe. Yeah, I'm dead ass.
All right, back after sorting some technical issues out. We're at the start of the second quarter now. Cougars currently lead the home team Vultures 6-0. After a touchdown earlier to Johnston. And it's going to be a give, no play action pass. Lindeblad now looking for a man open, and it's going to go over the head of number 36, JD Stoner, the tight end and linebacker's hands.
Yeah, they nice little play action there. In the red zone, they're in good field position. Just a tad overthrown. So he had a bit of green in front of him there as well. So if he could have found a way to bring that one in, he could have taken that one all the way to the house, which would have been good for the home team here.
3rd and 6, looks like. John DeWine doing a great job on the panel today. Lindeblad going under center again. Niskeen. Mowat in the backfield. Alex Sinclair. Oh, he's going to get away from the pressure there. He's going to roll him back the other way now. He's going to step up. He's going to deliver a pass over the middle and incomplete off the hands of the wide receiver. I think that was number 82, Matthew Reich.
Keeping the play alive here with his feet. Back and forth. As he said, the receiver's moving as well. Gutsy throw. Ipswich was Western suburbs were right there. But fortunately it was incomplete for them. I thought it could have gone the other way. So
I thought he they could have taken it like a thief in the night. And if you're worried about someone taking your stuff like a thief in the night, you might want to invest in Wolski Security, sponsor of the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures. As we set up for a field goal here on the 4th down attempt. Alex Saunders, number 38, going to line it up. Kick the game winner in week 1. Can he put 3 points on the board? It is up. It is wide left.
Wide left there, unfortunately. There's a couple of people out there ready to catch it.
And as we, the Toowoomba Valley Vultures are going to come away empty-handed after that drive. Cougars effectively get a turnover on downs there. And here comes Adam Irwin. Adam Irwin is going to be taken over once again. And we'll see if he can use those wide receivers to advance the ball downfield and extend this 6-point lead.
Backed up a little bit for this drive, so it'll be interesting to see if they really go after him. This front four at least, which have been quite active in the first quarter.
1st and 10 now for the Cougars. Sunshine Irwin Takes the snap. It's a good one. He's got an out route open, but he's going to take the man deep. It's Dabblestein. Dabblestein over the shoulder. He collects it at the 30, and I think that should be a catch and fumble. I think he was out of bounds there. I can see Barbara Johnson, the sideline referee there. She is marking him out of bounds at the 31-yard line in Valley's territory.
Beautiful throw, as you say. He's aired that out, but Dabblestein has a step on the man and takes in a great catch. Close, lucky for him at least that he had stepped out, because if he was still in, then that would have been a turnover for him.
I'm looking at it now. It's not a whole lot of rain. It's just a drizzle, but some of those balls might start popping down innocuously as we see a little more drizzle come down here at in Middle Ridge in Toowoomba. 3 receivers to the left. I think is that Pervez now in the backfield. It is. Pervez is going to take our design quarterback run up the middle. He goes. Look at him go. Booming and bashing. And there he goes for a first down. Inside the red zone now for the Vultures.
Those big boys up front created a nice running lane for him. Pretty much untouched in the first 10 yards of his run, but he's not afraid to run it straight through the middle there.
Valley's going to be aware when Pervez is that he's run the same play every time he's been in there. It's a quarterback draw up the middle.
Once he hops into the backfield, you've got to suspect something's going down like that. So.
All right, Cooper, the receiver nearest to your screen. The usual trio of Massey, Pervez, who's now in motion, and Dabblestein out to your right. Pervez now to the left slot. Snap's taken. It's a give up the middle to Johnson, but he is met hard in the backfield. Chopped down there, number 53 on the play.
That is Ben Lindelblad.
Yeah, brother of Jeremy Lindelblad, I'm quite sure, quarterback for the Vultures.
They were able to get off get the line very quickly there, beat their blockers, and bring that one down for a short loss. This Vultures defense, very staunch against the run, not giving up too many yards.
It's classic little 4-3 over defense employed by defense coordinator Steve Box. Working well so far, only allowing that one touchdown in so far in the first quarter. JD Stoner, the man in the middle, as Massey goes in motion. It's going to be a pass play. He's looking for a deep man. He's looking for Massey. Massey in the back of the end zone. Great coverage. Number 30 on the Vultures. Fantastic play.
Dominic Martinelli there, able to get his hand in between the ball and the receiver and break that one up. Thought for a sec that he had him beat, but very, very good coverage there by the young corner.
That's it. For those kids watching at home, those Colts players perhaps, or some of the other players yet to make it into Colts, that's going to show you, even if you get beaten there, chase it down, chase as long as hard as you can, and then stick your hands into between the receiver's hands and throw your head around. Fantastic work there by Martinelli, saving a touchdown intended for Steve Massey. In shotgun now, Sunshine with a new running back in the backfield, it seems. Can't quite make out his number. He's going to pass protect as we see a few vertical patterns. Now Sunshine's going to have to run for it. Puts a move on, and he's going to get tackled there after making a gain of about 5 to 6 yards, which is going to set them on a 4th down situation.
Yeah, that little goose step there didn't trick Tim Foley. He was able to bring him down in a great open field tackle there.
Yes, the goose did not get him loose. Looking at an injury time here, number 53 down for the linebacker, now getting attention from the trainers as we look at a 4th and 5 up, or maybe a 4th and 4 for the Toowoomba Valley Vultures. They can still get a first down without getting a touchdown there. However, they are about 6 yards out from pay dirt. But if they are just short, they can in fact get a fresh set of downs.
What do you think in your situation for this? Would you go for a 3-pointer with a field goal, or you think you should run it straight in? Maybe a nice little. You got enough yards there to put in a nice play action pass.
Cougars have another chance. I mean, they could have kicked the PAT earlier, but they chose to go for the 2 points. So I don't think that speaks so much of their faith in their kicking game. I think they're just going to try and punch this one. Remember, punch it and throw this one in if history is theirs, and maybe not like a little run-pass option. They'll get Adam Irwin rolling out there and see if he can either roll it in or hit one of his receivers in the back of the end zone.
That's probably the best way for it. I'm not a gambling man, but double or nothing.
Not a gambling man. All right, we might take a quick breather here as Ben Lindblad's seeking some attention. Put up some of our sponsors, and we'll be back with you shortly.
My Vultures! Watch that middle!
All right, back here, and it looks like Lindblad has managed to walk off under the power of his own strength. As we've got Adam Irwin now setting up this trip set out to the left. Seeing how the Wolves decide to defend this, they're manning up. Each man there, and his man's got through. There's a flag down there. Was he a bit too early? Sunshine's dancing and prancing, trying to find his way out. He's made another man miss. Can he throw that ball away? No, he's going to take him down for a sack. We'll see if that's an offside penalty, though.
Yeah, there's a bit of movement up the front there.
Seeing them talk through this decision there. The refs having another chat between the sideline judge and Tim Redshaw.
Looks like they've ruled this as an encroachment on the defense. Just jumped a little bit too early. He did fly through there, the defensive end. For him, didn't quite catch his number, but he flew through the gap there and put the instant pressure on. But this one will now result in a first down for the Cougars, and that looks like they're going to be on the 5-yard line, I'm going to say.
As we're looking for the play here, and it's going to be a sneak here to Adam Irwin. Adam Irwin trying to get the first down there, maybe not so much the touchdown, but it looks like I'm seeing a lot of hands pointing that direction. We'll see if he got it. And the sticks are going down. He managed to get it, so they've got a fresh set of downs. First and goal upcoming with only 1 yard, maybe 2 yards to pay dirt.
Get four shots in there now at the goal, but the big guys then, I guess, they couldn't stop the first down, but did prevent him getting the touchdown on that try, that play.
Not a bad bet there, you know. Not a bad bet. You know, going for the sneak there. Generally, unless you really block poorly, and it's a run up the middle there. He's met by 3 defenders. The ball's gone out, I think. And I think a player's fallen on it. It is. The fumble has been forced and recovered by number 58. Michael Bowden. Check that on replay because I think he made the tackle himself. Met hard there. And he stripped the ball out. Michael Bowden.
All by himself. Put the hit on him at the start. Able to get that ball out and turned around what could have been another 6-pointer for the Cougars. Ended up in the best possible way.
A huge play there by the Vultures defense. Turning him out there and keeping this to a 1-possession game. The Cougars only lead by 6 points now, thanks to Michael Bowden and his tackle and strip.
The offense now have to go and match that intensity from the defense and march this ball pretty much the length of the field to put up the 6.
7:10 remaining in the half. Like, they don't have to change their offense all that much. They can still run the ball. They are in an awkward position here, a little further in their own, closer to their own end zone that they'd probably like. That's the price you make for a big play on the goal line. Lindeblad under center. Mavette in the backfield. Wide receivers either side with a couple of tight ends in there as well. They're going to go right up the middle with the quarterback sneak. Lindeblad's going to try and get them out of a little bit of trouble there, setting up a 2nd and 4 now. A great carry there on the sneak.
Gives them a bit more breathing room now. Opens up the playbook a bit more. They can afford to have one of those longer drop backs, a 3 or a 5 step, whereas before you drop back, you'd be right in the end zone. So we don't want safeties.
So here we are, 2nd and 4. It'd be a short 4-2, maybe edging onto the 2nd and 3.5. This time, Lindeblad moving to the shotgun. And as you said, Tim, looks like they're going to open up the playbook here. Play action pass. No, they're going to give it. It's a give, outside give, but a nice tackle there on the outside by number 63 for the Cougars. Number 63, not on my roster.
Jacob Moat there. Looked like maybe a bit of a miscommunication with the quarterback. The handoff wasn't as clean as you'd like. But yeah, tackles definitely helped the Cougars here. One more big play.
Bro, could have been Joel Tuiluma in the number 63. One of the few players not listed under a number on my roster here.
Could also be Justin Douglan.
I think it's actually Duggan. Forgive my handwriting. The snap here is, there it is, going to be given once again to Mowat. Mowat's rolled around. Look at him go. Now he's got the first down and then some. Fantastic roll out of the tackle there. Kept his body moving. Flags are thrown late. Let's take a look at this on replay. So break this down for us, Tim.
Let's have a look. So he's we thought he was wrapped up, but a nice spin move there, and he bounces to the outside. Tackle's brought down. Possibly, from what we could see, there's a bit of a push in the back by the defense onto the offense. Maybe more along the lines of unsportsmanlike play, as the play was already ruled dead. A bit of frustration on the face. Tim just checking his hearing aid.
Yes. Yes, indeed. A late hit there, and it's going to give an automatic first down on top of what they had. So an extra 15 yards. Tack that on.
Bit of frustration, I think, on the side of the Cougars. It was on Alex Sinclair was the receiver of the late hit by one of the much bigger linemen, I believe, from the Cougars.
So we'll play. It looks like Coach Steve Box is making a lot of the play calls here offensively on this drive. Lindeblad under center. 2-by-1 set. Number 82, the tight end, in on the play. Number 84 in motion now. It's a give. Number 47, but well met in the backfield by number 75.
Yeah, the defensive line there for them straight off the mark. So we've seen another big hit there around the end of the play, and someone who wasn't even involved in the play. But maybe again just a bit of frustration, but also sticking up for your smaller guy in the field. You know, you got to look after everyone.
Number 75 in the play that lost there. Taiti Makaia on the play.
Oh.
Took it in 2 attempts there. So here comes Lindeblad under center once more. Single back in the backfield. 2 receivers out to his left. 3-step drop. He's finding his tight end in the flat. He's going to make a couple of yards. Picked up about 4 yards there after being met by the safety, number 43.
Yeah, tough yards there for Matthew Reek. Catching it out there in the flat and turning up. Met instantly by the corner there from the Cougars. And it's better, about a 6-yard gain. I'm going to say for that one. better than a loss.
Oh, 6 yards, not too bad. Tai Halafihi on the play there. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Thinking possibly a little play action here, Kenny.
Yeah, they haven't thrown too much deep. They've kept it a very dink and dunk sort of offense and mixing in a lot of the run here. Let's see if they go with that play action. Number 47 now in at running back. Niskeen, the fullback. Oh, what are they going to do here? Free play, I think. Quarterback's going to run with it. He's found the edge and he's found a first down. Lowers the shoulder and picks up the first down. No flags in the field that I can see. So it looks like all the movement was fine. And I don't know if that was a blown up play or if it was by design, but he picks up the first down. Yeah. Lindeblad on the run.
Jeremy Lindeblad, he very strong run. Shed a couple of tacklers here and was able to take it all the way for the first down.
First and 10, Cougars.
Deceivingly tough to pull down, I'm going to say, with his wiry frame.
Approximately 3.5 minutes left in this quarter. The Vultures desperately trying to score and level up this game before the end of the half here. They're really milking this clock. They want to be the last to score. Go into the half with momentum. Lindeblad under center. Niskeen, the tailback. 84 in motion. That is Jared Reese. It's going to be a pass play. They're going to look. Oh, and a big almost sack there. He did have number 9, Dale Stewart, open on the corner out, but the pass rush gets there in time. Number 83 on the play for the Cougars. Another mystery man.
Mystery man gets in there, beats his block, and able to put the hit on just as he's releasing the ball.
Maybe we'll give that credit to Nemia Siali, another unnumbered player on our roster here.
But beautiful move on the offensive on the left tackle there, and able to get in there and disrupt the pass.
All right. 2nd and 10 upcoming. 2 backs in the back, a split backfield in the back now. Mowat and Niskeen. It's going to be a give to Mowat. Mowat's going to cut up the middle. He's had a break from his last big run, and he's wound it up for another one here. He's kept his legs moving, and I think he's picked up a first down on the ground.
That is some tough yards there he's been able to pick up. But a nice running lane opened up by the offensive line there, the offensive front, and able just to drag about 6 blokes for more yards.
And there he is. We're waiting for an official marking. Flags are down late and towards the back end, and it looks like it is on the Vultures. So unfortunately that big run there from Mowat is going to be negated, and they're going to be moved back to a 2nd and 15 it looks like. Got a couple of grills and bars on my face here. Lindeblad with Niskeen and Mowat in the backfield. And they're going to quick give there. Nice 3-step drop, but the corner's alert there. Number 35 in the play for the Cougars, making the tackle.
Yeah, number 18, Alex Sinclair making the catch, but met straight away when he, as soon as he's turned around, met straight away. Nice open field tackle there. Wrapped him up and threw him to the ground.
Blaze Yates making the big tackle there for the Cougars. What a name, Blaze.
Blaze, yeah.
Just Blaze.
Just Blaze. He was blazing on that one, I tell you what.
Absolutely. Another 4-man front here shown by the Cougars. Showing blitz. Will they send any more? And another awkward time snap. It's drilled out there. Lindeblad getting a lot of snap on that little drop there, but flags thrown everywhere. There's probably an offside, false start, and all types of different penalties on this one.
Yeah, hard to say. There's a bit of movement, and that again, that snap from I sent it to quarterback. Bit bobbled. It's a bit.
3rd and 14 upcoming.
Referee's having a good discussion out here.
Certainly taking their time. Just remember, guys, you can tweet in. Hashtag BirdsDownTV. Keep it at that moniker, given we are watching the Vultures play today. And here we go again.
Looks like it's going against the Cougars here.
Lindeblad at quarterback. Very shallow safeties here by the Cougars. No one's really all that deep. Will they take a shot? They'll take a shot over the middle. Nice catch. 84 over the middle. Can he make another miss? He's got enough for a first down. Great crossing route there. Number 84, Jared Reese, going over the middle and getting the work done.
Straight across the middle on this slant, but the strength to make one and then two tacklers miss. Nice little palm, and able to get the first down for the Vultures there. So nice little set of plays with them. The penalty definitely helped as well, which looked like it was an encroachment from the Cougars. But coming into red zone area now, it looks like only 10 yards out from the touchdown.
Inside the 2-minute warning now as well. Just for those who might be watching this game instead of the NRL Grand Final qualifier, Melbourne Storm currently leading the North Queensland Cowboys 6-0. Lindeblad. I formation in the back. Strong I formation. It's going to be give to the fullback on a dive. Neskeen is going to try and take it up, and he'll grab a couple of yards.
Always tough yards. Fullbacks love doing that type of stuff, hey, Kenny?
Indeed, I did. Escalante on that play.
A little bit of a wrecking ball for 2 yards, making sure you're getting hit by everybody on the way through.
Well, this Iris would have been proud.
That song is going to be stuck in my head now for a week.
Absolutely. Now, as they huddle up here for the upcoming 2nd and 6-ish. Lindeblad under center. Mowat, single back in the backfield. It's going to be given to him. Play action pass. He's got 18 open. Can he deliver the pass? He can't. Over the head of number 18 it goes. That is Alex Sinclair.
Just a fraction too high for him. You see the nice play action this close. Got a lot of those big guys in the middle biting on that, and he was wide open over there too, and beating the man. But yeah, unfortunately, just a bit too far out of his reach. Clock management is, as you said, Coach Box, looks like he's been calling the plays here, really milking this clock, winding it all the way down.
Lindeblad, another play action pass. Looking for a tight end this time. He's found number 36. In for a touchdown. Vultures answer back. No flags. Play will stand. The score now with inside the final minute of the half. Vultures 6, Cougars 6, Vultures 2 point, or maybe point after touchdown incoming.
You see JD Stoner on that one, sold the block and the play action there. So he goes through, sells the block, releases, nice catch, and straight in.
A nice awkward close-up to go with it as well. 36. 36, JD Stoner, the tight end linebacker, in on the play there, and they will set up. The Vultures, one of the few teams to regularly kick PATs behind the left boot of Alex Saunders. Snap's good. Kicks up. Kick is good. And Vultures take the lead. 7-6 with very little time remaining in the first half.
7-6 in the dying minutes there, and somebody's Hilux just got a ball on the roof.
It's the chance you take for parking behind goalposts. Hey, John, don't you drive a Hilux?
I'm not up here, though.
7-6. Vultures taking the lead now.
Officials having another party over the back there, so perhaps discussing.
What, they're going to watch on Netflix tonight?
I've heard a couple of good new series coming out.
36 on the score there. J.D. Stoner managed to play in the Sun Bowl with the Ravens last year. Now back in his hometown of Toowoomba. As we see a mix-up of balls here.
That's never a good thing.
Referee's going to keep his keep a ball in hand just in case. New returners here, I can see. Janae Johnston, as well as number 26, Daniel Arriagada. Or that's 24, I think. Josh Cooper set to return. Here it is in the hands of Johnson, who trucks over a defender and he keeps his legs churning for a nice 20-yard gain, bringing the ball back to their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Cougars.
That he just lowered the shoulder and put a hit in. He was going through one way or the other, able to keep his balance and still get another 5 or so yards after the first initial contact on that hit there. So very limited time left in the half. I could predict at least a couple of deep passes, air it out here.
I think so. He's got enough deep threat receivers to do it. 47-7 is the approximation left in the half. The Vultures opting to stick with, oh no, they're moving to a 2-safety look. Sunshine, Adam Irwin looking to see if he wants to air this out. He's found pressure and he's going to get sacked there for a big loss by the Vultures. Number 91 for the Vultures there, Dylan Wilson.
Able to get past his block, just a little push and pull move actually, and he's been causing a bit of havoc for the both quarterback and running back, and proved with that sack there. That was a big loss. A big-time play at a time of the game when you need it.
Absolutely. About 30 seconds left in the half. I think a timeout has been called by the Cougars. Back to live action now. About half a minute left. Sunshine Irwin in the shotgun now. He's got Pavez and Cooper out to his left. I assume Massey and Dabblestein out to his right. He's looking for a deep pass. 4 verticals with a couple of curl routes underneath. Here we go. Sunshine's going to run it himself, and he's going to pick up close to a 1st down, but a lot of yards here, and he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock. Around 18 seconds is the estimation.
He's set them deep. Obviously, he wasn't getting the look that he liked, and used his wheels this time to get the 1st down. But more importantly, for the Cougars getting out of bounds and stopping that clock.
4.
However, they didn't actually get the 1st down. I forgot he had lost 5 yards prior.
Indeed, now setting up for a 3rd and 4 with approximately 18 seconds left. Clock is stopped. Irwin, 2 receivers either side, and it looks like the Vultures are going to take a timeout. Coach Box wants to talk this over with his defense, worried that he might leak a big play here, and he's just going to talk things over. We might take a timeout with that too, and have a message from our sponsor. Alright, back from this timeout here. Still about 18 seconds remaining or thereabouts in this first half of football between the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures and the Western Cougars. Josh Cooper, the first receiver, out to a left here. He's got Ryan Pavez inside him. Massey and Dalberstein, the receivers, out to the right. They're keeping this 2-by-2 split. Sunshine Irwin looking over his defense, sees a cover 2 shell. Blitz shown by the Vultures. Will they stick with it? No, they won't. They'll sit in this cover 2. Underneath options are there, but it's a sack made by the Vultures. This time number 38. Number 38, which is Alex Saunders, the defensive end.
Saunders there. He's able to shrug the blocker and bring him down. He also took a big hit there, actually, Sunshine, at the end of that. But two big plays so far defensively on this drive for the Vultures.
So they're holding out here. 14 seconds. It looks like the clock has been dwindled down to. Another timeout taken. Fourth down here for the Cougars. So effectively, unless they want to get a quick one and call a timeout, I'm not sure how many timeouts they have left.
Whatever Coach Box had said to his boys in that little timeout bit, definitely worked.
Absolutely. Let's see if that D-line can rip shot once more and pick up another sack here. It is a lot easier to just rush the passer in these situations when you know they're doing it, but they're actually going to punt. They're not going to go for it here. Send the punter in, and it's a nice punt to finish this game out. They're going to call poison on it, and it's going to roll into the back of the end zone, and it's going to be for a touchback, so the Vultures will get an opportunity to air it out if they want to. We'll see if they just run the ball out and run the clock out here with the lead, as it looks like it'll be about still around that sort of 12-second mark left here in this half, so enough time for maybe 2 plays. First and 10 here for the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures.
I can see possibly just a nice little run up the middle to run this one down, take it to the half with the lead.
That's very very traditional in his sort of styling and handling this, and they're managing the clock. They might even just be taking a knee, it looks. So they're going to knee out the clock. Yep, and that'll probably be the game. Oh, the half, shall I say. Probably be the half here. So I don't think there's a timeout call from the Cougars, so they're going to happily let this clock run out as we look at the end of the first half here between the home team, Toowoomba Valley's Vultures, taking the lead inside the final 2 minutes, leading 7-6 over the visiting Western Cougars. I'm Kenny Andres. We're going to take a quick break from a half here, throw a couple of our sponsors up there, and be back with you soon. All right, and we're back last minute. Rolling solo for this second half here. The kick is taken there. Number 9, Dale Stewart. He's going to find some yards. He got a pretty good punt return. Can he go all the way? He's going to race it to the sideline. He won't go all the way. He's found some blocks, and he's going to be a good return there. Taken down by the face mask, and then another nice little sneaky hit there at the end of 31. Definitely going to be some flags against yellow here. It's not kids watching. That's not how you make a tackle. Do not use that as an example there, kids watching at home. Watching that again. It's a great return there by Stewart. Look, he finds his block, finds some open space, races him to the sideline there. And then, yeah, number 87 just making the poorly formed tackle. It's Josh Whitwell. The culprit on that play there. So after the good return, they're going to tack on another 15 yards. Talking it out now. I think they're just writing down the culprit on there because it looks like it will be possibly a personal foul. So it is, the penalty there is going to get tacked on. So now the Vultures, who already cling to a 1-point lead, are going to start off with a great field position here in this third quarter. Now the ball is marked at the 22-yard line. Lindeblad under center. Escalante and Mowat in the backfield. Snap, it's another sneaky quarterback sneak, but the Cougars are aware to it this time. They might have snuck 1 yard out of that, but it looks like you might just go back to the line of scrimmage. Lindeblad moving to second down. Yeah, he got a yard out of that, so that moves it to a second and might have even got 2 yards there. 2nd and 8 upcoming for the Cougars. The multi-talented Tim Cottis now moving to filming duties for this quarter. Led to believe he shot many a film. And the player's going to get whistled dead, which is unfortunate because it looked like it was going to be a nice long play there. Let's see if we can get a replay of what went down there. Don't know if it's going to be a false start or what. And I'm not sure why whistled dead there. Can't make out what happened there. Maybe there was a receiver who jumped. Let's see if we can run that again while the referees are discussing. I'm just trying to look at the offensive line and when that's... Yeah, I really can't make it out. Maybe someone was lining up offside. Maybe I think that left defensive end could have been. Left outside linebacker, I should say. But all looked fine to me. And they're going to call it a false start. I couldn't quite make it out on film, but the refs are in a better position than I am. They're going to call a false start on the Vultures. That's going to move them back 5 yards. And now we're going to see a second and long upcoming. Probably going to be a 2nd and 14. Oh no, yep. So 2nd and 13, we'll say. Good call, John Devine, already on the bunny. Lindeblad. He's got Dale Stewart, who's racked up a catch 2 in the first half. Out here to the left. I-back formation. It's going to be a play-action pass. He's got 3 verticals. Goes it across the middle, and a great catch there. I think that's Reek, the tight end, number 82. Matthew Reek making a tough catch over the middle, taking to the ground and moving those chains. Big completion there, Lindeblad to Reek. Dale Stewart now coming off, 84 coming on. That's Jared Reese, a swap of wide receivers there. Lindenblad on the center. Escalante. And number 23, Jacob Mowat in the backfield. It's going to be a give to Escalante, the fullback. He's going to find some yards. Ricks out maybe 3 to 4 tough yards there. Looking at a 2nd and goal upcoming now. Steve Box keeping the fullback involved in plays, not just using them as a lead blocker. Take a look on that down again, purely because I love my fullback plays. You're going to see Escalante lined up at the fullback position there. He's going to take a straight dive into the 0 gap, lower his shoulder and just sort of rumble for those 2 to 3 yards there. Well done by the fullback. And they're lined up in the same formation now. 1 tight end, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs in the backfield. Mowat due for a give, and they're going to give it to him. No, they're not. Play action pass. Lindenblad's going to have to make some moves. He's going to take it himself. Can he roll it for a touchdown? Trucks over a defender. Touchdown, Vultures, via the legs of Jeremy Lindenblad. We're here in the Toowoomba faithful getting loud from the car park and up here in the top end of the clubhouse here. That extends the lead to currently 13-6. PAT attempt upcoming after the touchdown there to number 2, Jeremy Lindenblad. After this PAT, we'll take a second to take a look at that. Lindenblad on the touchdown. Here comes Alex Saunders, who's kicked well tonight. He missed the field goal, but hit his earlier PAT. Lindenblad's got the snap down. The kick is blocked. Are they going to pick it up? They will, but it's going to be called dead. So the PAT unsuccessful. The score remains 13-6. The Vultures keeping that 7-point play. And fortunately, we've lost the replay there on Lindenblad's touchdown. But the play action pass, and he decides to keep it there, and then he rolls in for a touchdown. He's been playing well today. Not forcing any passes, hasn't thrown any picks. It's actually been a pretty good day for the quarterbacks all around up here in Valley's Rugby League Football Club here in Toowoomba. Only a handful of interceptions being thrown in the last 2 games. Referees' flags are down here, so we'll see if they'll get another shot. Another shot on the play here. Could have potentially been a running into the kicker, but that just wouldn't make sense there. So perhaps there was a block in the back for a false start here. So the Cougars will decline that penalty. And they're sending... Oh, the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures are keeping their kicking unit out there. So I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Times like this, we do wish our referees were mic'd up so we can get a call. All right, well, regardless, don't know what the flags are. They're going to get a second attempt at here. Saunders once again lining up for the PAT. And it looks like there was a false start here at some point. We'll see if they decide to keep lining up for long PAT attempts. See if we can get a replay on that and see who the actual culprit was. So, yeah, no, he's rolled in there. We'll see if they're going to mark that a false start or a neutral zone infraction. And it's going to call it offside on the defense. So, they're going to move the yards that they lost on the last play. Toowoomba's going to get moved up another 5 yards. So, it'll be an easier PAT attempt, and it's amazing we're all doing this for 1 point. Saunders lining up the PAT attempt once more try and make this an 8-point game. Snap to Stewart. It's down. Kicks up. Kick is good. So Saunders keeps his record to two successful kicks to date and the one blocked field goal, or the one missed field goal. And the Vultures now lead 14-6. And we are back here. Saunders with a successful PAT attempt to extend this game to 14-6. He's going to kick this ball off into the waiting arms of Pervez and number 24, Josh Cooper. Get a bit more of the ambient chat you should be able to hear. Now we've got our Atmos mic set up. Kick's finally set up. We can go back underway. 8:40 approximately remaining in this quarter. Vultures lead the Cougars 14-6. Alright, just waiting for all the referees to get into place. Saunders launches this kick. It's going to go inside the 10. It's a great kick by Saunders. He gets a touchback. So the Cougars will start from their own 20-yard line after a fantastic kick by number 38, Alex Saunders, the former junior Toowoomba prospect. Staying true, played a brief season with the Western Cougars in the absence of a Toowoomba club. And now he is back kicking, tackling, and making plays for his hometown Toowoomba. So 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. The Cougars set up shop. Currently down 8 points to the home team, Toowoomba Vultures. A lot of big plays made by Saunders off the edge there, as well as number 91 for Toowoomba, which is Dylan Wilson. We'll see if Sunshine can get things going with this talented group of wide receivers. They've had a long break after a long drive there from the Valley's Vultures. Approximately 8 minutes left in this quarter. Under center Sunshine this time. He's going to take a toss play at number 25, which is Johnston, who's going to get taken down with a great angle of pursuit from the linebackers by the Vultures. Number 52, it looks like, which is Brent Tucker for the Vultures. See on replay there, just the angle taken well by the linebacker and well cleaned up by the rest of his team. Keeping that to a tackle for a loss of about a half a yard there. Maybe a bit more. We'll call that 2nd and 11 upcoming for the Cougars. Dabblestein, Massey, Pervez, the 3 receivers lined up, trips to the right. Sunshine in the backfield. Joshua Cooper, the receiver, out to his left on his own. Sunshine looking over the defense. Vultures showing blitz. 3-step drop from the shotgun stance. He's going to have to move now. Great pressure. He's relocated the ball. The receiver's coming back for it. Oh! And I think that was Cooper who was open there. Came back for the ball and unfortunately though couldn't look it in. We'll see that on replay. He does a good job there coming back to his quarterback after his quarterback was in pressure and evades the pressure, and he should have made that catch there. Unfortunately bounces off the shoulder pads, catching with his chest rather than his hands. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 11 now. 3rd and long conversion here for the Western Cougars. They've got the aerial attack to do it, but momentum hasn't been on their side after the Vultures managed to take it late in the first half. You'll see they haven't returned to that little screen pass they ran out of this formation with Pavez hitting that screen behind the blocks of Cooper and it's usually Dabblestein, but Dabblestein's now the receiver out to the left. And they're not going to go with that. They're going to go to 3 vertical patterns. He's going to try and hit his man in the flat. That's Massey. Massey's got there, and I think he might have just got that first down. See if you can see that on a replay. See where that ball, where the ball is as he goes out of bounds here. He finds, I think that's Massey there, and you can see the lollipop go down. I think he's managed to twist his body enough to get there a first down. And we'll see how these chains will be moved. That's a big third down conversion if it is marked so. We'll wait for the spot of the ball. It is looking like a healthy Cougar one. The referee with the ball is currently sitting on the other side of the 30 with the down counter being right on the 30. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a Cougar first down. Yes. Yes, it is. First down. No, hang on. Wait a minute. What's going on here? I haven't seen the chains. Yep, chains are moving. They will just slack on the job. First down, Cougars. So, the connection between Sunshine and Massey earns them a first down. Ball set up on the 31-yard line. Cougars on the move now. Same formation. This little trip set inside. Now Cooper being the far side receiver. They're trying to get Dabblestein one-on-one it looks, but this time it's a give up the middle to Johnson. Johnson's going to get met. The Vultures defending that interior quite well, led by inside linebacker J.D. Stoner. Number 30 getting calls from Steve Box now. There's Dominic Martinelli. We had the big deflection to save a touchdown in the first half. Cougars coming out now. This game playing at a very, we'll call it a paced out sort of tempo. No team rushing to the line of scrimmage. Happy to use the full complement of time. Snap is the Sunshine. It's a good one. He's got receivers going vertical, but he's going to get met in the backfield. That's Alex Saunders once again, and teaming up with number 91, Dylan Wilson. They combine for another sack on the night. They're trying to go vertical now. They're trying to catch up and get back on the board here, but there's just big pressure coming from both outside end positions there, and as well as a big push by the defensive tackle. Alex Saunders playing out of his skin. His experience in juniors and his last couple of years in seniors proving well here for the Vultures outfit. So looking like a long conversion down here, looking like a 3rd and 19. They managed to complete a 3rd and 11 last play via Massey. We'll see what they have to go here. They're going by a 2-by-2 set now. Josh Cooper, Massey to the right, Pavez and assume it's Dabblestein at the left. Quick pass to Massey. Massey was open. Unfortunately, the connection falls flat, and that's incomplete, likely bringing up a punting situation for the Cougars here. So the Vultures get away with being caught out in zone defense against a good zone finding concept there, and they're going to bring up a 4th down, and we'll see this ball get punted away. Name up there as well when you. And a muffed punt there. Who's been recovered by? I'm seeing the original punt return, Adele Stewart, roll up around. There's a big dog pile there. The referees are going to have to split this as each player keeps getting in now. There's a big pile there. See if we can catch that on replay. Look at there, and it's sounding like a Cougar ball. And yeah, looks like they've ripped it away from the original returner, so the Cougars advance the ball via special teams unit, getting down there on the muff punt. So in comes Adam Irwin again, thinking he was going to be having a second to think about his next drive. Is thrown straight back in there. And they've managed to achieve a good chunky yardage there. 10, 20, 30, 40, about 45 yards off that punt and recovery. About 4 or 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. still yet to go back to the screenplay, which worked so well for him in that first quarter. Yet to return to it yet. Gone to a 2-by-2 set now. I think that's Johnson in the backfield. Vulture showing blitz, sending blitz. Quick read, and it's to Massey. Massey picks it up over the middle, but a nice tackle there by number 88. That's Chris Barnes, the linebacker, pulling that down before Massey can extend it, but Massey achieves the first down. Cougars now in Vulture red zone territory. Saunders now coming back onto the field after a quick spell, replacing sack partner Dylan Wilson. Getting a bit more of a pass rush on there, I imagine. So nice completion there. Sunshine to Massey. I had a chance to chat to last night, and he was enjoying the stream. And he's played a long time with a lot of the wide receivers in this group, Dabblestein and Pervez. A lot of them lived together for quite a long time, I've been told. Once again, JD Stoner creeping up, looking to blitz. Backing off now, only sending 4. Over the middle, over the top of the head of the intended receiver, Massey there. Trying to break this cover 2 up and through the middle there, but the pass falls incomplete. And now we're looking at a 2nd and 10. Here we come now. 3:54 is the approximation left in this third quarter. In comes on this 2nd and 10 attempt Sunshine Owen. He's got Johnson back in the backfield now with those orange boots. It's going to be a give to him. No, I think it's actually a new back. Oh, heavy contact there. Around the legs, I think it was Saunders, and over the top was number 88 on the play there. Chris Barnes, the linebacker who managed to chase down Massey earlier. He lays some lumber on number 87, I think it was, actually lining up in the backfield there for the Cougars, which is Josh Whitwell. He takes a heavy lick there. See if we quickly grab that on replay while they're lining up. It's just Whitwell taking the carry off the right edge, and then he's just laced around the ankles, and boom. Big hit there. Chris Barnes on the play. Owen back to the 2-by-2. His favorite receiver over the last couple of plays, Massey on the slant now. He's going to do a nice little rollout pass. He's going to try and find one of his receivers in the corner, and he gets it for a touchdown. Trying to make out who that receiver is. It's a nice, it's off the back of a little play action pass. He throws there. The linebackers bite on this a little bit, and there's receivers getting a bit of speed there. Can't quite make out the numbers of the touchdown scorer there. I think it might have been number 10, Ryan Pervez. Forgive me if it wasn't, but that's who I'm going with. Number 10, Pervez on his another big play for him. He's been quiet in the second half, but he explodes there for a touchdown. Two-point conversion coming up here. They're going to pound it up the middle. Looks like Whitwell, and he's going to get taken down in the backfield. 36, JD Stoner making the play. Leading from the front foot, protecting this lead. So the Vultures, with that rejection, keep a 2-point lead over the Cougars, who score via, I think, Ryan Pervez. Back here we are after that touchdown to the Cougars, bringing this to a 2-point game, 14-12 here late in the third quarter. Kickoff is down. I think that's Stewart with a recovery. No, it's number 18 for the Vultures, who takes it back to just past the 30-yard line. Number 18 is Alex Sinclair for the Vultures. Alex Sinclair taking that up. Dale Stewart, the last couple of returns have been solid for him, but this time Sinclair gets some action, takes it out past the 30-yard line. 2:27 approximately left in the third quarter as we look at a 1st and 10 here for the Vultures, setting up on their 30-yard line. Of course, last time they drove all the way down the field and scored via the legs of Jeremy Lindeblad, who off play action pass made a few men miss and got into the end zone and through a trucking fashion. Now, here come the Vultures releasing their own little trip set. Not all too dissimilar to the Cougars formation. This time they keep a tight end though on the other side. It's going to be a run play, and the give is there to Mowat. Mowat's going to lower his shoulder and keep trucking. Boy, he knows how to keep his feet moving. Might have got himself first down. I'm spotting it to be a bit short. It looks like it might have been a 9-yard carry. There's a new play cycled in there. There's a 2nd down, and it looks like, yeah, it is just shy of the 1st down. 2nd and, oh gosh, 2nd and inches even. Not even a yard left to convert here. Massey now playing some defense, it looks like. The linebacking core of the Cougars, led by number 12, which is Brendan Sparks. He played a fair bit of offense as well a couple of weeks ago at Bulimba. A big defensive line by the Cougars, 56 and 57 in particular. Bruce Pelusi in 57, who's not on my roster. 23, Mowat's going to take the carry. Bounces off the first tackler, and it looks like this time it's a 10-yard gain to him. Probably falling over for an eventual 11. Regardless, 1st down to Mowat there, the starting running back for the Vultures this season. Jacob Mowat really learning to churn those legs out, looking like the Vultures equivalent of Marshawn Lynch. That brings up a 1st and 10 into Cougar territory now, setting up on the Cougars 33-yard line. Really moving the ball well here since the 2nd quarter, where they managed to take the lead. Lindeblad lining up, new back in the backfield now, I think. Nope, still 23, still Jacob Mowat. 2-by-1 set, single back formation. They give us to Mowat, who's going to get met this time at the line of scrimmage. Number 56 coming over the top, with the initial contact being number 79, who I don't think is on my roster. No, it is. It's Zara Tuivati, shall I say. And 56 coming over the top to finish that tackle, which is once again Bruce Pelusi. Winding down here in this 3rd quarter, inside the final, the 2 minutes before we will swap sides of the field for the final time. Vultures really starting to move this ball control offense into action. Churning out the possession and churning through the minutes. Change of running back now. 84, I think that's not quite Reek. I think that's anyway. It's a play action pass. Lindeblad rolling out to his right. Here's an open man. That's Reek. Reek is going to take a heavy hit there. But not after gaining about 4 to 5 yards, and he's up immediately afterwards. So it couldn't have been that hard. You're looking there, just a nice, after the couple of runs, they throw a play action there, and he takes a nice little lick after collecting 4 yards. 2nd, and wait for the down counter to move. Well, I don't see any flags, but the referees choose to keep having a chat. Oh no, there is flags near side of the field here. And I'm capturing offside from the defense. The Vultures are going to decline that, going to take the yards of their own. I'll see how far that moves them. Looking to a... Oh, and now the chat's happening between Steve Box and Tim Redshaw. So perhaps now I think they're actually accepting the penalty. Nope, they're still third down, so they declined the penalty, taking the opting for the extra yard they got out of the catch. 3rd and 4 upcoming. And a toss play, 47 now. That's Escalante. Escalante is going to lower his shoulder, and some great blocking up front, which might have got them the first down there. There's a big pile around the area it needs for a first down, but I see the chain, they can see the chain gang moving already. So well and truly a first down. Escalante moving that ball to about the 20-yard line of the Cougars' territory. They move into the red zone now. This is a big, strong drive from the Vultures. Really churning through the minutes now. They should own this possession until the 4th quarter. And if they can come away with another touchdown here, that'll give them a 2-possession lead. And looking pretty strong for the 4th quarter now. About 30-odd seconds remaining in this quarter here. JD Stoner now moving into fullback. Mowat behind him. He's had a quick breather. The snap is good. It's given. No, it's play action pass, and the Cougars are aware to it, but Lindenblad gets away from it. Makes another man miss, puts a stiff arm on, and turns what should have been a big sack into a cheeky couple of yards there. I think we could be looking at about a second and 6 upcoming after the escapability on display there from Jeremy Lindenblad, the starting quarterback. And matter of fact, that's probably closer to a 2nd and 5. The quarterback's ability to avoid the rush in the first play. He should have been taken down there by what looked like a much stronger defender, but with a lot of determination, shrugs the tackle and not only gets back to the line of scrimmage, but makes a pretty good gain out of it. 2nd and 5 upcoming, ball approximately on the 15-yard line now, well into red zone territory for the Vultures. They missed out in their first attempt, and they've scored ever since they moved down here. Lindenblad under center. Toss play to Mowat. Mowat is going to truck over a defender, but that defender will still take him down. He's lost the ball. It's going to be a scrum for the ball now. Players stretching everywhere for it. There's a big dog pile. I can see Mowat's not happy with it, so I'm assuming this is probably a Cougar ball. Flags thrown late. And the Cougars celebrating. It looks like it's a Cougar ball. The Cougars deny what seemed like a great drive there by the Vultures, and they're going to take over possession around their own 20-yard line, probably closer to their own 16. For those who may be hungry, sponsors of the Toowoomba Valley's Vultures, Toowoomba West McDonald's, Clifford Gardens and Harristown. They're waiting for you on your ride home. So why not treat yourself to a Big Mac after a big performance from both of these teams here today. Time winding down now as these referees are making this decision. The clock should be stopped in this instance. The referees, I'm sure their game clock has been stopped as they discuss what's going down here. And a quarter. So as these guys take a jog, we're going to take a quick break ourselves and we'll be back in a quick second. Joining us back in the studio as he gets his ears back on is multi-talented Tim Cottis, who was just operating the camera. Now he's back in the commentary booth.
Welcome back, Cottis. Thank you. Thawing out. It's a bit brisk out there tonight.
And brisk, they go back to the screenplay that they used in the first quarter to Pervez. Pervez makes some yards out of that, and that's what I was saying throughout that third quarter. They hadn't returned back to it yet, and they were struggling with some of their shorter passes. They whipped that play out again, and it's successful in creating another first down here for the Western Cougars. And that ball gets them to inside Toowoomba Valley's Vultures territory.
Yeah, that's notice the intensity out there once I was out there. The lot of extracurricular stuff going on. A lot of push and shove, but it's been a very good game so far.
Absolutely, a 2-point game separating them in favor of the Vultures now. Cougars now trying to lift as we've entered the fourth quarter. 12 more minutes of game time to go, or perhaps just about 11 and a half now. Pervez now is going to step in. They're going back to their fourth quarter playbook, and that one doesn't work out because the snap is bobbled and Pervez is taken right back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a bit greasy out there. Looks like the ball's hit the hands, but just slipped straight out of there. And that big defensive line of the Toowoomba team right on top of him.
Saunders working hard. 65 now in the game for the Vultures, which is Johnny Mutard. He was taking a quick breather. Matt Abbott also working the inside of that line. Of course, Saunders, who's collected a couple of sacks so far today, this near side defensive end. New running back now in for the Cougars. Can't make out his number. He's going to pass protect. Number 30 it is. Irwin under pressure. Saunders in again! And finished off by number 75. Matt Abbott, just as I've named them, more pressure coming from this Valley's front four.
Yeah, that Saunders got in there first, and he's been able to hit him and take a bit off his stride. And then, number 75 there, Abbott, he came in and cleaned him up. Big hit over the top there. So another sack for this Vultures defense. I think I've tallied about 4 now.
Yeah, there's at least 3 there for Saunders now, depending if you're counting half sacks. Now, here we go. 3rd and 18 upcoming for the Cougars. Number 30 in the backfield for them, which is Justin Mananu. And it's a short drop. He's going to try and find Pervez. And hits the fingertips and falls incomplete. Pass intended there. Pervez on the fade route to the clubhouse sideline here.
Yeah, he's had a lot of time this time. Just the fingertips there of Pervez and the receiver, but the corner's good coverage there by I missed the number, but good coverage, and he was ready to put a hit on him anyway if he had brought it down. So
4th down now. Let's see, Dabblestein starting to make some calls. I think he's going to punt it away here. It's still a close game and a large part of the 4th quarter to play. Going to play it safe here. Trust the defense to make another stop. No point trying to convert here on a 4th and 18. Snap's good. Dabblestein punts it away off the right foot. End over end it goes. It's going to take a Cougar bounce. Pervez is going to let it travel as long as it wants. And it's going to fall right on the 10-yard line there. Nice punt from Anthony Dabblestein. Flags it down, back around the punter.
Vultures were definitely okay with just letting that one roll out. Didn't send anyone back deep. Hopefully, or hoping for maybe a favourable roll that would end up in the end zone and send it back. But this one could be coming back here. So he's calling a false start there on the offense.
And I think, well, they're still changing there. I think they're just going to take the yardage after the kick. And right on the 15 it goes, so it just looks like they declined that penalty or some description. I think he could decline dead ball fouls, but
There you go.
3 by 1 set. The single back is Mowat. Reese there on the inside. The give is to Mowat, who's been rumbling and stumbling, but this time he's caught up at the line and a big tackle there from the Cougars.
Yeah, that time, unfortunately, there was nothing going for him there in the middle. This Ipswich or Cougars defensive front able to stop that one quite for minimal gain, only about a yard into that. But Mowat, he's been running very well today. Not being brought down by the first tackler.
Yes, number 57 again, a man who we don't have him on our team sheet, but he's been playing well. I think he's actually 56. So that's Bruce Pelusi. So yeah, you will get your name called out there for the big play there, Big Brucey. And it's going to be a blitz here, and a successful one unless Linda Blake can break out, which he cannot. The sack made there by the Cougars. Player was called dead before anything got too crazy, but I think that was number 45 on the play for the Cougars, who isn't, again, on our roster. So clearly they like to keep their best players. 43, no, maybe will be on our roster. Yes, it is Ty Halafihi.
Came straight through there, was able to get off his blocker and chase him down from behind and bring him down for the sack. Loses about 5 yards on that one.
So the Cougars trying to lift here, trying to make a big defensive stop to keep this game back in their favour as they trail just by 2 points now. And we're going to see a timeout taken by the Vultures and try and talk this next play over. Alex Saunders getting some love. I'm just feeling very lucky tonight for no unexplained reason. So as we see the 7.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter, we're seeing the third day they took a timeout here by the Vultures. Vultures take their run up, play action pass. They've got a man open the middle. They do. He makes the catch. First down, Vultures, and then some. Dale Stewart on the play there. He's going to wrestle his way to the 36, maybe 37-yard line. Big play there by Dale Stewart after the play action pass, and some of this after-class stuff we were talking about is going to continue as this game gets closer here in the fourth quarter. But a big completion there over the middle.
It was the big play action at the start, which had us all bored on the run there, and Dale Stewart was able to get open in between the zones and a few people who were going in for the run to bring down a big catch, but may all be negated by the penalty, depending on which side they end up penalising for it. But a lot of extracurricular stuff going on out there.
Yeah, nice little after-school special happening.
Looks like this one is going against the Cougars here. Just silly yards they're giving away. Gotta have to calm it down. You got to keep it intense, but you can't be giving away silly penalties like that. Turned what was a big gain of about 20 yards into something even bigger.
Here we go. Weak eye formation here for the Vultures. And the play's going to be whistled dead. It was going to be a given there to running back Jacob Mowat.
Looks like we've got a injured Vulture down here on the pitch.
Number 50, it looks like, which is Tyler Adams, their starting centre. I'm going to actually take a quick break here while this player seeks attention. In the young centre, Tyler Adams walking off, which is a good sign there. He's going to get an early spell tonight, and he'll have to get a good replacement there to play for him there. We'll see who's going to be taking his spot at centre. Can't make out the number there, it looks like. Number 51, next man up, which is Andrew Seddon. Taken over, and we're seeing a run play here. They've stuck with the same play they originally called. Mowat goes up the middle and gets a couple of yards there.
Yeah, it looks like before the injury it was a false start on the Vultures, which marched them back 5 yards, which they've just regained there off a nice run by Mowat. New centre Andrew Seddon here, getting straight into the thick of it as well, and helping out, that creating some running lanes in there for him. There just ain't no brakes on that one, unfortunately.
Not a Mowat tonight.
It's,
Mowat running like a man possessed. 38 Saunders now going to get some fullback action. So selling out to the blitz, at least they're appearing to. The Cougars are. They send the blitz. And it's going to be Lindeblad. He's going to have to roll out. I've already seen one flag fly up. He's going to turn it upfield. And he's going to get tackled very awkwardly. Maybe only getting a yard out of that pre-flag.
yeah, number 75 for the Cougars in there making the tackle. That was not on our name sheet tonight.
No, actually it is. It's Taiti Makaia making the big play there. Yeah, I think you might have just missed that one underneath the sheet of paper there. Tim?
Yeah, unfortunately, couldn't look at the wrong team, but apparently with this, I think it may be a hold.
Like that jet sweep you saw earlier in the game, when you have a play like a rollout, which really moves the launch point, a lot of holds can happen, particularly with a fair bit of inexperience in the offensive line. So, second and fairway. We'll call it second in Brisbane, I guess, if I'm swapping it around. We've got a second and 22 upcoming. As
Officials just double checking the markings here.
also just writing down the penalty count. As we see the play about to take place now. Whistled in now from Tim Redshaw. Lindeblad He's had a lot of work tonight. Under center he goes. Saunders and Mowat in the backfield. A lot of noise being made by at least one of these sides here. The give is to Mowat. He's going to try and test the right edge. He turns it upfield now. Going to lower the boom, and he's going to get it close to the original line of scrimmage. It's a nice big 11-yard gain or so.
Making back some of that penalty. We did have some nice blocks out there by the receivers who, as mentioned before, you want to have your receivers on those run plays not be afraid to go in there, make some contact, and take their player out, which definitely helps Mowat at that stage get to the edge and pick up some decent yardage for that and make up a bit from the penalty.
Looks like it's being marked at the third, the Cougars 42 there approximately, with about 3rd and 13. Maybe a little bit more to go upcoming. Very long 13, we'll call it. Lindblad now in the shotgun. New protector for him in the backfield. So Reese, the near side receiver, and they're going to keep it. Lindblad's going to keep it, and he's going to only get a yard or two in that 3rd down running attempt. Looks like they were just trying to run some clock here in the 4th quarter, and they might look at punting this into the corner here and forcing the Cougars to go all the way. Perhaps it's time for a fake play, perhaps.
It's a bit of a weird time in the game for them. The clock is running down, but only with a 2-point lead. So they've still got to manage the clock and manage the field position, but they don't want to do anything silly at this point of the game.
It is approximately 4.5 minutes remaining left in this game or thereabouts. That's the approximation we've been given. The Cougars now with a 4th down. A timeout's been taken by the Vultures. Would be looking to keep that clock running, but they're going to take a timeout here, possibly to avoid a penalty. And yeah, so that's going to stop the clock around that, once again, that 4.5 minute mark.
Looking for a nice punt here to the back corner. Pin them as deep in their territory as possible, I think.
Yeah, we'll see if the Cougars can break this lead. The Vultures have managed to hold on since the late in the second quarter. One of the quarters. I'll pick second.
The Vultures' defense has been very stout from about the second quarter on. They've not allowing a lot.
Yeah, well, it's been really led by the front 4 of the offense there. Front 4 of the Vultures defense. Saunders in particular, and number 91, Dylan Wilson, who've been really wreaking havoc, particularly in the passing plays there. And then J.D. Stoner really backing them well on the running downs.
No, that's exactly right.
And I think they're actually going to flag here for imitating the snap count. Feels like I could hear number 56 for the Cougars stamping his foot, which is Bruce Pelusi, and then also possibly Colin Hutz there. Yes, indeed. From what I can see, it looks like he was imitating the snap count, which is something you cannot do here in our game of Gridiron. You can try to pretend like you're blitzing, but you can't you can't imitate the snap count and try to draw a player offside in that manner. So now the Vultures are going to get a cheeky 5 yards, and we'll see if they consider switching it up here, or but they're going to keep their punting unit out and they're going to stay true to their defense. They're going to let their defense win this game for them. 4 minutes 20 remaining, thereabouts. The punt, it's good. Saunders is going to drop this. Whoa. He's going to try and sit it around the corner area, and it looks like it's sitting up around the 15-yard line. Actually, a bit more, probably closer to the 17-yard line there. So 1st and 10 upcoming for the Cougars. They're going to have to work out of their own red zone here with 4 minutes and change to try and sneak this 2-point lead away. Now, we haven't seen them try to attempt field goals all that much, so the likeliness is they will need to drive for a 6-pointer upcoming.
Vultures defense here have to be they have to keep getting the pressure onto their quarterback Sunshine and keep up the aggression that they've got. The Cougars, they need to bring back some of the flair they had in that first drive that they had where they drove the ball 60 yards and scored.
That's it. And let's see if they go to the once again, they might work that screenplay out once more. They're in that troops formation. They're going to go to that flat. No, there isn't. Sunshine's going to have to move. He's under pressure. Lets it get out. It is close enough to a receiver to avoid throwing the ball away. Or shall I say, allowing him to throw the ball away. From inside the pocket. No intentional grounding penalty there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
There was Saunders again getting in there. He's been double teamed as well. Number 52 as well. Brent Tucker getting into the face of Sunshine there. So it's exactly what the Vultures would need to do is just keep this pressure up.
Sunshine in the shotgun. Number 30, Juns Mananu. Likely a pass protector for him. That's what will happen. They're going to try and go vertical here. Sunshine's going to roll out. He's not liking that pocket. He's being pressured there. And it's off the hands of his receiver who was coming back for him there. Great pressure by number 191, Dylan Wilson.
Dylan Wilson, again, chasing him out of the pocket. Took very good angle on the run here. So eliminating the any chance of a scramble and a run by Sunshine by picking a good angle to chase him on, forcing the bad throw, which resulted in an incompletion.
Indeed, setting up the 3rd and 10 now. Downs now an interest here. We'll see if they just try to go something underneath. See if the draw play perhaps, or if they try to hit one of these sort of a slant or some crossing routes by their wide receivers. Thank you, James Smith. Appreciate the kudos. Appreciate you watching as well, mate. Keep tuning in. O-line holds strong. They're going to go vertical here. They're going to roll out, and he's got a man underneath, and he's going to stretch out for it, but it's a bit too far out wide for him.
I think if you ever look at it, his feeding, he slipped right on the comeback when he was his foot's got stuck in the ground, or he's slipped a bit in the greasy pitch, and that one step.
Yeah, Cooper, unlucky there. And once again, yes, shout out to James Smith. Appreciate you watching, mate, and appreciate the kudos. So, upcoming now, it's a 4th down here. They have got time. I'm pretty sure they've still got a full complement of timeouts. They could look at punting it away here and trusting their defense to get them a quick turnover, and that's exactly what they're going to do. This time it's number 87 into punt, which is for the Cougars is Josh Whitwell. He's going to punt this ball away. End over end, takes a bounce around the 40-yard line. A friendly Cougar bounce. It's going to go deep into the territory of the Vultures here, landing inside the 10 and finishing at the Vulture 9-yard line. So a good punt there. 3:15 approximately remaining in this game here. Cougars defense will need to step up and get a turnover here for their offense to try and eliminate this 14-12 lead that the Vultures have. Vultures going to try and protect this lead now and churn this block out, most likely through the running game of Mowat.
The way Mowat's been running the ball tonight, you'd think that he'll be getting plenty of action in this upcoming drive here, especially on the clock side as well. They want to keep that ball in, keep the clock running, and eliminate any chance of giving the Cougars another offensive series.
Here we go. This is the business end of the game now. Can the Vultures take control of this game and shut it out with a 2-point lead thanks to the boot of Alex Saunders? 2 backs in the backfield there. I think that's Escalante who was supposed to take it, but he fumbles the ball. No celebration going on from the Cougars, so the recovery is there by the Wolves. A lucky break there.
That could have been a disastrous start to this drive by for the Vultures with the ball popping out, and if the Cougars had regained that or gained that one, very, very good field position for a last-minute TD.
Vultures now Not rushing. So the clock is stopped, though. I think the Cougars might have taken a timeout. The give is there to Mowat. He's taken down in the backfield, though. Some more good defense from the Cougars. I'm seeing some signals here. Either an injured player or someone's trying to claim a fumble, and it's an injured player. It looks 58 down for the Toowoomba Vultures. That is number 58 is Michael Bowden, the player who managed to strip the running back early in the game and save a touchdown for the Wolves. A couple of those plays for the Wolves tonight to try and, the Vultures tonight. In order to do that, the big play by Martinelli and the play in the back of the end zone there, and obviously the Bowden tackle and strip
when they were a couple of yards out. So he's playing a bit of O-line as well, so he's was able to get up, and he's still on the field there, so nothing too major.
All right, we're officially getting the 2-minute warning here from referee Tim Redshaw. He's reminding there's 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Got this about third down and 8 to go.
Yes, about 3rd and 8.
They'll be wanting to get the first down. They want to be wanting to keep the clock running here.
3rd and 8 happening here. That weak eye formation once more, which has worked so well for them, the Vultures here. Another give to Mold as a predicted play, but no. Lindeblad's going to keep it himself and try to roll. He's got some good blocks from his centre 54 and his guard 54. That's Michael McKiggins. We'll see if they got there. They're signalling a first down, at least the Vultures are. Every one of the Vultures are. I'm seeing where this... I'm waiting for a striped shirt to signify a first down before I make any calls of my own. They're building up the tension and drama, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, looking at McKiggins out there, he was looking for bodies to hit and was a powerful blocker there. Threw a couple of people to the ground and was able to get Lindeblad, hopefully for the Vultures, enough yards for the first down. It's going to be quite tight.
And what are they going to mark it at? They're going to mark it 4th and inches. 4th and inches here. Interesting call that could be made here for the Vultures. Are they going to punt it away? But I can see a huddle happening here. I think they're going to try and put this game out of reach here with a big play here. I think they're going to try and put it into their own control and shut this game out with a 4th down conversion here. A timeout is now going to be taken by the Cougars as they realize the enormity of the situation here. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Back with you as soon as the play resumes. And we are back. Here we are. You can hear both sidelines starting to erupt now. Look at how close this D-line is stalked. Is it going to be another sneak? Or have they got something else planned here? It is 4th and inches, the biggest play of the game upcoming. And they're trying to draw the team offside. No one's biting so far. And now they're going to take a timeout. I think the plan there was to try and draw the Cougars offside. It didn't work. So now we'll see if they choose to punt it away here. And that looks like it's happening. We're getting a punt unit sent on. So they tried to draw him offside there. It wasn't successful. And now they're going to have to punt this ball away and trust their defense once more to try and win this game for them. The Cougars will get one more chance, unless, of course, a fake is upcoming.
Oh, you never know. There might be a hard count here too with the punter.
Well, box is anything but a conventional. No, wait, no, box is an extremely conventional
Box
coach.
is very conventional.
No Jimmy McGinty.
There's no Jimmy McGinty in Coach Box.
So, punting formation comes out here. But they have looked like they've possibly changed punter. What's going on here? I'm hearing fake called by everyone in yellow, but fake it is not. The punt goes around the 40. It is bobbled, but then picked up by Pervez. Pervez has got some room. He makes a man miss. Goose steps and takes it up around right on halfway. Cougars are on halfway with 1:30 remaining. One timeout perhaps left for them here to try and steal this game away. Currently trailing 14-12 here at Valleys Rugby League Football Club.
It's going to come right down to it now. They have to find a way to get Pervez back involved in the action for this offense. He was quite explosive at the start and has been a bit quieter now. Credit to the defense for that and the pressure that they've been putting Sunshine under back in the pocket.
Yeah, I think this will be Saunders' time now. They would probably want to look at getting a double on Saunders, who's been getting pressure all day, and as well as maybe, or alternatively, doubling Dylan Wilson, who's also been pushing that pocket. One of those guys cannot get through, because if they give it a one-on-one block into that edge rushes, I think Sunshine's going to see a lot of black, green, and red in his face. They get the quick ball out to Pervez. Pervez successful, jukes it to the outside and picks up a first down and out of bounds. Stops that clock. Fantastic play there. Flags are down near sideline here, much farther away from the play. We'll see what that's on.
That's it, but able to bounce to the outside, and as I said, gets enough for the first down, picks up about 15 yards, but more importantly, he got out of bounds.
See what this flag is for, though. It looks like he was giving the option to Adam Irwin there to see what he wanted to do. Might have been an offside. An illegal formation happening, and I think I also heard 1:20 remaining in the half.
20
in the game, shall I say.
Marching them back 5 yards is not the way they wanted to go for that.
So an illegal formation happening here. That's unfortunate because it's a nice successful play. Irwin to Pervez on the screenplay. That's worked very successful so far in this game. Here we go. 1st and 15. Ball on the 41-yard line here in Vulture territory. He's got some of the quickest wide receivers out there in this league. They need to get vertical. They're going to send a blitz here, are they? Or are they going to trust their front four? They're going to trust their front four to make the rush. Pump fake. Irwin going deep. The fake screen. Caught there. No. Incomplete. No. Caught.
Bobbled.
Oh, bobbled off. Still, he said it hits. So it looks like it's a touchdown. Cougars, have they snatched this away? I'm seeing. No, he is down short. But gosh, we'll see that on replay. He bobbled off a couple of different pairs of hands before being caught. The ball goes up there after the pump fake. Originally off the hands of the Cougar, then off into a Vulture, and then back into the Cougar once more, who turns it upfield.
Has just stepped out. You can see the difference, a bit of protection made for him there. He had the time to set his feet, and he threw a beautiful pass, long and deep, to the receiver.
I think it might have been Pervez again, but it was nice. I said at the start of the game, eventually they'll use that screenplay to lead to a pump fake and try to hit one of those blockers deep. That's exactly what happens, and the fortune favored the Cougars on that play there. This is unbelievable. About 1 minute remaining, maybe just a bit more over. Cougars in the best scoring position they've been in quite some time. Look to run it in. They've got Whitwell in the backfield now. The trip set out to the left. Tabelstein, Massey and Pervez out to the left. I assume that's Cooper out to the right on his own. Irwin in the shotgun, takes the snap. It's going to be a play action fake. He's got Pervez in the end zone, open, but overthrows him. Pervez has to lay it out, and he doesn't make the catch. Incomplete pass. 2nd and goal upcoming.
Yeah, sold the play action there. Able to get away from the rush. Play actions come in and just fingertip fingertips away. So
And a couple of those passes, unfortunately, floating on Irwin this game. He's missed a couple of big throws. He'll get another shot here in second and goal. They're about a yard out.
you'd have to think they might go back again to some sort of play action, or maybe even just try to punch it straight up the guts behind some of their big O linemen there.
So they have got a formidable O-line, at least interiorly. We'll see if they just try to go muscle on muscle here, and it wouldn't be bad to run out some clock as well. Whitwell in the backfield. It's going to be another play action fake. They're running the same play. Sunshine looks for a man. He's got it. I think there's been a catch. Are they calling it incomplete? I'm waiting on a call. Incomplete is the call. Bringing up third down there. Incomplete. The pass was intended. I think that's to Massey.
It was just too low, and you could see the ball. He's used the ground to tuck it back in there. He was close. He was close to getting that one there. But again, get running off the same sort of play action there. The snap was a little low for him. That was the what sort of hindered it at the start there. If the snap was a bit better, he would have had it. He would have had a bit more time to set the play action. It could have been a different story.
Absolutely. This game brought to you by West Toowoomba McDonald's, amongst a whole bunch of other sponsors here, the Valley sponsors, as well as the Western Cougars, who sponsored this live stream tonight for you. As Sunshine's flushed out of the pocket, has he got a man open? He hit the hands of a Cougar wide receiver. I think it's Josh Cooper. And that was incomplete. Now, I think that was third down. I think they brought up fourth now.
He was right at the back of the end zone there. He would have been tight anyway, even if he'd come down with that one, keeping himself in the end zone and not being out. Would have been a hero play if he could have brought it down. Could be looking at a different story, but one more shot, only 1 yard to go.
One more chance here. They've chosen to go play action pass every time. Will this be the play that decide to try and pound it up the middle? I think they might be considering that the D-line for the Vultures has won this battle, and they might look to go one more. Yes, they will, because they've got a 5 wide receiver formation now. It will, but they'll run it up the middle. Pervez touchdown! They've done it. They're inside the minute now. Pervez, they chuck in the Wildcat quarterback. The quick quarterback draw, which worked well in the first half, comes up the big guns here. I do see a flag near sideline. We'll see what happens here.
We go for something different, running it straight up the guts there, and caught him a bit surprised.
Seeing if there's any false starts. It doesn't seem like that's the case. I can't imagine what this flag could be for. I'm still waiting there as they have one more tea party throughout this game. And they're waving the flag off. The touchdown will stand. The Cougars jump ahead inside the final minute of this game.
Just a very smart play call there, I think, as well. Especially they spread the receivers out. Looked like an empty backfield. They tried to pass 3 downs, three plays before as well.
18-14 the score currently is. And we'll see if they look to go for a 2-point conversion here. They haven't even looked at going for a kick at all. So they will try to extend this lead.
It's cool.
10. Lining up for the 2-point conversion now. Sunshine back at the quarterback position, not Pervez. Whitwell back in motion here. We'll see if they go to that play action pass once more in this 2-point conversion. It's not like they haven't had wide receivers open on those plays. They just haven't had the execution. They're lining up in a deeper shotgun set rather than their pistol. Snap. A quick throw. Sunshine in pursuit. 51's in pursuit. Can he dump it off? Yes, he can. 2-point conversion successful. Irwin to, I think that is number 3, Dabblestein. So that's 20-14 now. A 6-point lead. The Vultures will have just under a minute to score here, I believe. Some clock was ran there, so it might be closer to 40 seconds. The Vultures, who have not had too many big plays, They're going to have to try and whip something out here in the back, maybe a few play actions. But if I'm the Cougars, I've got 3 men deep, and I'm forcing them to throw that underneath.
That's it. Make them throw. The Vultures will want to work the sidelines if they're going through. They don't want to eat. The clock now is their enemy. They want to keep as much time on that while moving down the field as well. So we're looking for a good kick return here to set them up. We've got number 18 back there, Alex Sinclair. And number 9,
Dale
Stewart. So they'll be looking for a big return from one of these guys here.
We'll see if they just choose to squib this kick and deny them that opportunity. Whitwell setting up to kick this one off. They're wrong, we're right. Yeah. We're just discussing the home scoreboard showing an odd score here, 21-18 apparently by the home scoreboard there, but we have got 14-20 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion on the original trailing score of 14-12.
Referees just having a bit of a another tea party back there.
There we go. Tim Redshaw is about to whistle this play in as his referees get to either side. And there it is. 48 seconds is the estimation left here in this home clock there. The ball is not caught on the floor there. He's going to see what he can go. Can he find some feet? It's a good block there by number 51. Can he cut it back to the other side of the field now? He's got some room. He's got some space. He's got limited pursuit. Can he makes a bad miss and goes down at the 38-yard line just when we all thought he had some room to take that a fair distance. 36 seconds, the estimation on the clock. Inside their own half still.
Got a flag down the back there. I have a feeling this might be pushing the back. As mentioned with these returns, there's a in the back can happen, which would eliminate some of those yards that that old Alex Sinclair was able to get.
And it is on the Toowoomba Vultures. It's going to mark them down. I think they're almost glad it wasn't a big return because that would have been even more heartbreaking.
That's still reasonable field position for them. 24-yard line.
It certainly makes them mild though. That's about 80 yards in 30 seconds. Or closer to 70 yards in 30 seconds. The Cougars now set to unleash their D-line. Pure pass rush instructions. And then I'm seeing close to 4 DBs back deep here for the Cougars. One setback on the 50-yard line. The snap is the shotgun snap to Lindeblad. Lindeblad attempts it to Reich, but the fall's incomplete there. Pass intended to number 82, Matthew Reich.
Yeah, he was going through the middle. Looks like the ball may have even hit his hands there. Just wasn't able to bring it in. But he said those DBs for the Cougars, they're lurking back there, and they're definitely not. Or they're going to be not letting anything get any deeper on them.
All right. Number 18, your near side receiver Alex Sinclair, who had the potentially big return. 2 receivers out to the far side of your screen for Toowoomba. And Lindeblad takes a snap. He's going to take the short hit. Sinclair almost splitting the defenders. He's going to get caught in bounds though. He's going to. I don't know how many timeouts Toowoomba has left, but they're all hustling back to the thing. They're going to have to look for a spike here. That clock will, once that ball is set, that clock will run. It's currently marked at 21.8 is the estimation, so it's around 20 seconds. Toowoomba is set. It looks like they're going to try and spike this ball and try to conserve some clock. They're going to clock it. Whistled in. They only used about a second there, but the flags are flying. Have they got an illegal formation, perhaps?
Fortunately, I don't think number 70 for the Vultures there, Tyler Kelly, got set, which is going to result in going back a few yards here.
It's one of the things you can remember. All the other rules are still well and truly in play regarding formation when you snap the ball. No formalities are overlooked. Big thanks to Simon Deedy, who was filming for us in this game with a bad back. We appreciate his work up there in the camera booth. And he's actually from the Wolves, not the Ravens, despite what that logo may suggest.
And by Wolves, you mean Vultures?
And by Wolves, I mean Vultures. And the snap is there. He's got some crossing routes happening. Flags have been thrown on the far side of the screen. Pass intended number 84, which is Jared Reese. But it falls incomplete, a little too far out of his reach. We'll see what these flags are for. Most of these plays have finished on a flag. Haven't seen too many clean plays just allowed.
There have been a number of penalties today. A lot of handkerchiefs have been thrown on the field. But with the time constraints and with the scoreboard the way it is, this the refs are going to be over everything.
So it looks like the Vultures are going to have to start moving to Hail Mary territory. It says 13 seconds on the estimated clock. At this point, they're going to have to start airing it out. Seeing D-line winding up, four-man rush. They're going short underneath again, but the pass falls incomplete. They're refusing to throw that ball long. They wanted to go these underneath routes. They actually had two players there, which potentially could have had some pretty good matchups down there, but choosing to go for that short hitch.
Looks like they will have enough time for one last-ditch Hail Mary here, I think.
Yeah, 9.8 seconds. They could go one more short route, but if they get tackled in bounds, that's it. So we'll see whether they go Hail Mary or if they decide to bring in some rugby league at this rugby league ground and try to throw this ball around. Sinclair, the receiver closest to your screen. Assume that's number 84, Reese, Jared Reese, the far side wide receiver. Inside slot is Reese. Dabblestein's already backpedaling. They're throwing it long this time. They've got Sinclair! Overthrown! Oh, he had a step on Dabblestein. It was a little out of position. And unfortunately, the pass sails over the hands. They've got 4 seconds remaining. This should be the last play of the game here. We'll see if they decide to just opt for the traditional Hail Mary, or do they whip out a hook and ladder, or, as I said, will they look at just playing some muddy football and throwing that balls around with laterals galore?
Well, that's it. I mean, when the score, when you set back like this, fourth and we'll call about 20, 4.5 seconds to get all the way down the pitch, then really you have to try anything.
Loud noises being made by both sides here, trying to urge on the miracle play. Vultures and the Cougars have got a lot of DBs. They've got a DB set back here on their own 30-yard line. They're going to go the long pass. It's over the middle. It's intercepted. The first interception of the night. It's been taken by Fingers Pervez. Can he return it for a touchdown? No, he can't. He's going to be tackled there. Flags being down, and that should be the end of the game. The flags being thrown post-turnover. That should be the end. And the Cougars have stolen this game away. The Vultures leading from the first half. The fake screen and long pass to Ryan Pervez, setting up the game-winning touchdown, which was again by the number 10 Pervez, running it in from the quarterback position. I think this flag will be arbitrary.
Not going to affect the outcome of the game here. Kind of fitting for the type of game it was and the number of flags that the game ends. In fact, on a penalty.
Yes, so there'll be a blocking back. They're going to decline it, and they're going to call that
a touchdown.
Touchdown? We're not sure if that was a touchdown or not. Tim read your signal one. We're going to assume it wasn't. So we're going to say our final score was 20-14. I'll wait on an email there to get confirmation on that. But as far as Calling All Sports is concerned, 20-14 is our final score in favour of the Western Cougars, beating the home side.
Yeah, he was tackled back on the 10-yarder. So
Toowoomba Valley's Vultures there. So a very sneaky victory there for the Cougars. Toowoomba heartbroken from what seemed like a sure victory by that fourth quarter. But unlucky that Paul Holgate's and Steve Box, Toowoomba Valley's Vultures, are going to have to accept a loss here, and a big win to Nathaniel Anderson's Buzz, Western Cougars. So that wraps up our presentations here for tonight. Thanks to John Devine on the panel there, and our assortment of videographers today. I've been Kenny Andres, joined by Tim Bobothy Cottis.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
And you've been watching another Calling All Sports Brisbane production. Hope you tune in next time. Bye for now.